JJ Redick had his exit interview with the media, and boy, he gave them a gift yesterday. I don't know if he intended to give them a gift, but when he said this, I certainly had a reaction.
I'll start with the offseason and the work that's required in an offseason to be in championship shape. And, you know, we have a ways to go as a roster. And certainly there are individuals that were in phenomenal shape. There's certainly other ones that could have been in better shape. That's where my mind goes immediately is you know, we have to get in championship shape.
Okay. We use the word work and shape, and then we used shape, championship shape again. That's your opener. And I went, okay, who's not in shape? Who wasn't in championship shape? Not LeBron. He's in shape. I'm guessing Austin Reeves in shape. Rui Hachimura in shape. Who's not in shape here? Oh, that's right. Luka wasn't in shape. Is this calculated? Was this a good thing to do? If you're Luka, how are you taking this? You've, spent the first, 5 years of your career listening to somebody or people say you're out of shape. Even though you go to an NBA Finals, you play in the Olympics, you go to a Western Conference Finals, but then you get traded because you had a GM who didn't want to invest in you. That kind of money, because he thought defense wins championships and you weren't going to be in shape. Here we are. Now, this is where I think if LeBron wants to win a championship, he can help win a championship in the offseason by being a big brother, mentoring Luka and say, I want you working out with me a couple of days a week. Now, he might go kicking and screaming and say, I don't want to. Offseason is just that. It's the offseason. But if you want LeBron and LeBron wants to win another championship, the only way it's going to happen is if Luka truly wants to get in shape and wants to play defense. Because they went after him in that series. They targeted him. They went by him for layups. And I thought that JJ Redick, now, the first thing I thought of, does JJ say that to Luka? What he said yesterday? I want you to be in championship shape. I don't like when a coach goes to a press conference to say something about his team unless he's told his team that. Now, if he says to Luka, I'm going to say something, I'm not going to mention your name, but I want you to be in championship shape. I've seen that. I know what championship shape is. I need you to be ready to go start to finish. I can't have you out of shape or not in great shape and have these nagging injuries. I can't have that. Because that's how they come up. That's how they surface when you're not in shape. And Luka has nagging injuries. But Luka's been spoiled. Luka doesn't want to hear negative things. I mean, look how he reacts to officials when they make a call. Fans get into it with him. I guess JJ knows what he's doing, but I don't know if message is sent how it's received by Luka. Because he might be, and if I'm Luka, I'd be like, everybody knows you're talking about me. Like, do you have to say that? Because it's implied. He didn't have to say Luka, everybody knew what he was talking about. But that's the message that he sends his team into the offseason, at least having in the back of their minds. Or at least Luka is certainly. But if I'm LeBron, I say, hey, work out with me. Work out with me and Bronny, and give me a couple of days a week. Yes, Ton.
I think passive-aggressive is the way to go. Why have the confrontation and have to talk to him one-on-one, man-to-man, when you can just kind of throw it out there in the media and let them figure out who he's talking about?
Thank you, Ton.
Got it.